In a world where chaos and controversy usually chase the spotlight, it's rare for silence to steal the show, but that's exactly what GloRilla has done. No press tours, no cryptic tweets, not even a teaser track, just quiet moves and undeniable presence. And somehow, that restraint hit harder than a diss track. In an era where oversharing is the norm and every moment is broadcast live, Glo flipped the script. She didn't need noise to be noticed. She let her stillness do the talking, and the internet hasn't stopped buzzing since. It's not just that she didn't speak, it's how she didn't speak. The timing, the aura, the confidence, it all came together like a carefully played chess move. While others scramble for relevance, she stood still and let curiosity do the work. And that kind of control, that's power. Whether it was a subtle post, a sharp caption, or just her showing up looking like the moment, Glo didn't ask for attention, she demanded it without a single word. This wasn't a scandal, it was a statement. And fans, bloggers, and followers alike picked up on every beat of the silence. With Angela quietly fading from the frame, and Yo Gotti seemingly redirecting all his energy toward Glo, the narrative shift became too big to ignore. Whatever's brewing behind the scenes is clearly more than music hits transformation, elevation, maybe even a little strategy. But one thing's for sure, GloRilla didn't stumble into this moment. She walked into it, poised and unbothered. So while the world waits for the next big reveal, just know whatever's coming won't be whispered. It'll arrive loud, clear, and unforgettable. Because sometimes, the silence before the storm is the most powerful sound of all.
Hey, how y'all doing? Come on up here, man. Y'all whole squad, you know what I'm saying?
She didn't say a word, but her subtle reveal spoke volumes without a single name drop or confirmation. The message was loud and crystal clear. Yo Gotti is out here playing the role of high roller boyfriend, and the internet can't keep calm. This isn't some messy, tabloid-style love triangle, it's something far more calculated. Dressed in designer and dipped in silence, every move feels like it was made with precision. The luxury jets, the front row seats, the accidental matching fits. And the way Gotti boosts her up like she's not just part of the label, but the label's new muse. It's a map. In modern relationship, PR no captions needed. GloRilla's Glope has become the storyline everyone's following. Not just for the fashion or the fame, but because of how strategic the shift feels. While Angela quietly disappeared from the narrative, Glo stepped in with a presence so commanding, fans couldn't help but take notice. And Yo Gotti, he hasn't said a word either, but he doesn't have to. He's in the comments, reposting, wins, showing up at shows not just as a CEO, but as a man who's clearly all in. This is more than a label push. It's a luxury-laced puzzle built on soft power, subtle flexes, and a new kind of spotlight. Social media sleuths are connecting the dots, screenshotting clues, and analyzing every glance and gesture. Because while no one's saying it out loud, everyone feels it. Something shifted. The silence, the sparkle, the symmetry, it all says more than any press release ever could. This is high-stakes visibility, the kind where absence and attention speak the same language. And right now, Glo is fluent, living out loud in a world where saying nothing has become the boldest move of all.
What my little boy's gonna look like at 8.
Isn't that crazy?
But obviously, you've been a single mom for a long time. I'm a single mom. What has that journey been like for you? And I'm sorry for the passing of your son's father. I know that was terrible.
Very hard. It was... Honestly, I didn't see that coming. Obviously, even with me and his dad separated, it was just like, I never thought that could be me. It was a really hard thing to go through. I didn't even know how to process it. Like, soon as everything happened, I honestly went to therapy 2 days after it happened, because I was like, I don't know how to process this. My son's name is his father's name, and I just never knew that would be me. I mean, his father's side of the family is absolutely supportive and amazing. And so that helps. And my family's so amazing. So that helped me a lot. So I've leaned into family a lot, and that has been helpful for me. But I never thought I'd be a single mom. I'm like, you have a kid to think this is what it's going to be. And this is how, in your head, it's got to be perfect.
Let's get into Angela Simmons because she didn't just bow out quietly. She vanished, like her part in the story got snipped clean from the script. No dramatic farewell post, no cryptic captions, not even a moody quote to hint at heartbreak. One day she's front and center, glowing on red carpets beside Yo Gotti. And the next, total silence. The kind that makes you scroll twice, wondering if you imagined the whole thing. But don't mistake the quiet for a simple breakup. This feels less like a split and more like a hip-hop soap opera playing out in real time, complete with plot, twists, luxury-level flexes, sudden disappearances, and zero explanations. One moment things seem to cool off, and then boomin', other surprise drops like a cliffhanger no one saw coming. It's messy, it's magnetic, and everyone's watching, trying to figure out who's really in love and who's just staging for likes. Think back. Yo Gotti used to rap about Angela like she was his late-night muse. He name-dropped her in verses like trophies, turning tracks into public love letters. And when she finally gave him the green light, he went all in: private jets, designer dates, full-on boss, couple vibes. It looked like black love goals in motion. Until it didn't then. Suddenly, it all evaporated. No final goodbye post, no subtle shade, no sad song Instagram reel. Just silence. As if their love story was deleted, scene and all.
Right there. Remember you said that you wanted a Tesla? Well, I got you one of those.
I swear to God, okay?
Fuck you, fat ass! Don't play that shit! Yeah, bitch, Johnny, what they
It all began with a single, seemingly small move, but its impact was seismic. One quiet unfollow on social media, and just like that, everything changed. No drama, no explosive tweets. No messy back and forth, just pure, intentional silence. It was a breakup without words, and in this digital age, that kind of stillness often says the most. The birthday shoutouts stopped. The throwback posts vanished. Angela Simmons, who once mastered the art of the soft launch and subtle romance reveal, slipped away from the public eye with eerie calm. No cryptic messages, no poetic goodbye, just a digital disappearing act that told you everything you needed to know. And while her presence faded, what emerged was a new version of Angela, self-aware and clearly done with playing it quiet. Her captions started hitting harder. The softness was replaced with a more assertive tone, the kind that didn't beg for closure but signaled growth. Fans noticed the switch immediately. This wasn't a woman licking her wounds, this was someone reclaiming her narrative, one unapologetic post at a time. Meanwhile, Yo Gotti didn't pause. He returned to his element, back in the studio, dropping tracks as though nothing had fallen apart behind the scenes. No reflective lyrics, no emotional hints, just music, business, and silence. And in that silence stepped GloRilla, who didn't just enter the chat, she owned it. Her arrival on the CMG roster wasn't coincidental, it felt curated. The chemistry with Gotti, the timing, the elevation, it all pointed to something bigger than a typical label rollout. She wasn't positioned as just another rising artist. She was introduced like a co-star in a whole new narrative. Glo didn't step into Angela's place, she stepped into her own. Her energy was different, confident, commanding, and Gotti, he was right there, front and center, backing her every move. Not just as a label exec, but with the kind of presence that sparked speculation. Was this just business, or had something more personal taken root? The silence around Angela's exit and Glo's emergence made the shift even louder. There were no official statements, no Instagram lives explaining anything. And yet, the message was clear. Angela was once the queen of quiet grace and romantic ambiguity, but now, GloRilla had become the face of something bold and new. Every appearance, every post, every moment in the spotlight seemed choreographed to signal not only Glo's rise but Gotti's redirection. In the end, the unfollow wasn't just a breakup, it was a baton pass. A quiet handoff from one chapter to the next, and while the world kept waiting for a statement, Gotti, Angela, and GloRilla said everything without uttering a single word. Because sometimes, the loudest truths are the ones wrapped in silence, and this shift, it echoed like an anthem. GloRilla didn't just step into the spotlight, she walked in like she owned it, wrapped in luxury, dripping in confidence, with Yo Gotti making sure every angle caught her shine. This wasn't just artist promotion, it felt personal. While fans were still piecing together the quiet, tension-filled end of Gotti and Angela Simmons' relationship, Glo came through like a full-on brand reset. New look, new vibe, and a presence that had timelines spinning. Social media turned into a forensic lab as people analyzed every transformation: new hair, new glow, maybe even a nose tweak, but more than that, a new energy. Then came that post. Flawless beat, sleek fit, unbothered confidence, with a caption that felt like a warning shot. It wasn't just a flex, it was a declaration. She wasn't fitting into anyone's shoes. She was carving her own lane, and it screamed luxury, elevation, and independence. And just when people expected her to lay low, she went live, makeup free and relaxed, scrolling through comments with the calm of someone who just shifted the narrative. She didn't defend or explain. She didn't need to. Her silence became a statement, effortless, deliberate, and loud. The glow wasn't subtle, and neither was the support behind it. Fans clocked it instantly. This was the Gotti effect. From jet-setting to designer fits, from background artist to front-page presence. Glo wasn't just a rising rapper anymore, she was the moment. And Gotti, he wasn't exactly hiding the shift. From constant praise to public appearances, and red carpets, he's been showcasing Glo like the crown jewel of CMG, and the comparisons to Angela became unavoidable. While Glo basked in the spotlight, Angela seemed to quietly fade from it. No more affectionate posts. No public support. No red carpet moments. Sources close to her hinted she'd already checked out emotionally long before fans noticed. She'd been holding down the relationship behind the scenes, showing loyalty while Gotti was shifting focus without so much as a head. Angela may have believed she was building a future, but it turned out Gotti was casting for a different role, and Glo fit the part perfectly. Suddenly, Glo wasn't just an artist. She was front and center in every way. And the energy Gotti giving her, it's different, intentional, constant. Fans picked up on the way he moves around her, how he leans in, how he laughs longer, how her name's always first out of his mouth. This isn't just music, it's chemistry, and it's undeniable. While some still frame it as label business, most see the truth. Gotti's not just backing an artist, he's uplifting someone who clearly means more. What started as whispers has turned into full-on buzz. Did Glo just take the spot Angela used to hold? And if so, was it ever really hers to begin with? Even if Gotti and GloRilla never crossed any lines, the energy shift was undeniable. You could feel it in the silence. Gotti and Angela's relationship had always been subtle, hinted at with cryptic captions, blurry photos, and soft launches. But now, it's like that entire storyline vanished into thin air. No goodbye post, no heart emojis, not even a birthday nod. And sometimes, the absence of noise says more than any messy announcement ever could. As Angela faded quietly from the spotlight, GloRilla rose on unapologetically. Her confidence didn't just show up, it took over. With every fierce photo and fiery caption, she gave main character without needing to explain a thing. Meanwhile, Angela, who once curated her feed with romantic whispers and poetic glimpses of her relationship, has gone full solo mode, power posts, boss energy, and the unmistakable tone of someone who's closed a chapter for good. It's giving, healed, done, and not looking back. She had been Gotti's biggest cheerleader, always present, always loyal, but somewhere along the line, she stepped back and Glo stepped in like her name was already etched into the CMG throne. Fans are split. Some say Gotti lost a solid queen for a rising star. Others argue Glo earned every inch of her moment. Truth be told, this wasn't luck. GloRilla grinded her way here, staying focused, skipping the validation chase, and playing the long game. That's why her shine feels earned, not handed. And as this narrative unfolded, fan chatter turned to full-on debate. Angela's loyal base still rides for her, but Glo, she's dominating Simmons. Every appearance, every post hits loud. And Yo Gotti, completely silent. No posts, no tags, no interviews. Just watching it all unfold like a man who's already made his choice. People are side-eyeing heavy, wondering what he knows that the rest of us don't. Because let's not forget, this wasn't just any rapper Mitzik girl situation. Gotti idolized Angela. He made her his lyrical muse, called her the dream. When that dream became real, things shifted. Angela came with depth, grief, motherhood, real life, and maybe Gotti loved the fantasy more than the reality. As the filters wore off, the pressure rose. Behind the curated posts, whispers of legal troubles, financial strain, and personal struggles surfaced. And now, it's all gone quiet. No updates, no statements, just a void. And into that void walked Glo, sharp, focused, and moving like she's already won. Fans are asking, did she really take the crown, or did Gotti just rewrite the script entirely? Was this a power move disguised as a love story? One thing's clear. Glo isn't just rising, soaring, and nothing about her trajectory feels coincidental. She moves with intention, like every step was mapped out long ago. That double silence from Angela and Gotti. It's not empty, it's loaded. Because when people go this quiet in a storm, it means something big went down. And the streets, they're paying attention. The energy shifted, the mood changed, and everyone felt it. So whether you're Team Angela or Team Glo, one thing's for sure, the story isn't over. The tea's still brewing, and when the next chapter spills, we'll be here to unpack it all.